Okay, on the bench today we have an EC Technology power bank, and it's not taking a charge. This particular one I've already opened. It's just clipped all the way around. It just takes a bit of perseverance to get it to come apart, but it will separate. There's a couple of little bits that are where the plastic's broken. It's quite a tight fit. Anyway, this one has got two ports for charging. You can use both at the same time to charge it faster. I actually use the same one. This is a friend's one. And it had a problem with one port. It wasn't charging for one, but it was still charging for the other. And now that's both of them failed. So I told him I'd have a little look at it for him. Right. That port there is looking a little. The pins. Looks like there's maybe been a bit of movement there. We'll have a better look under the microscope. Also, I'll inspect the ports themselves. That one's definitely not sitting quite the same as that one. That looks to be in position. That one, I'm not sure I should be able to see it or not. Zoom in a bit. See, it's sort of wonky. It's at a slight angle. So yeah, we'll have a look at that. What I'll do is I'll fire up the microscope and we'll have a closer look. Right, yeah, you can definitely see that one's sitting a little squint. So I think we may have to reinforce that with a little bit of extra solder, because clearly there's been movement. But looking at that, the pins definitely look a little on the dodgy side on that one. Don't seem to be sitting quite in position. There's no data on this, so you've only got the positive and negative, which is the two outermost pins. Right, I think what I'll do is I'll plug in a micro USB lead. The right way around would help. And I'll get the multimeter and see if we're getting anything coming through to the board. That'll be the first thing. So each of them, and we're getting 0. There's nothing coming through there at all. And if I go directly onto the pin rather than the solder, we're still getting nothing. Right, okay, so that one's power's not getting through. This one, go on that pin, and this one here. Yeah, we're getting 5 volts there. Should be on that pad. We're not getting 5 volts, so that pin's come loose by the looks of it. Make sure they stay separated. Not that it'll matter because they're not connected to the board. Yeah, nothing there. And if I go on the end of the pin, I'm getting 5.2 volts. And in actual fact, let's flip this over. Yep, so it's not charging. Yes, clearly it's just that pin at the side there is going to need resoldered. I've got the iron on, so I'll quickly do that now. And then we'll have a little look at the other port. It doesn't actually need both ports. I charge mine just with a single lead, so it's a slower charge. I think it's better for overall battery life if you charge them that bit slower. So that's basically what I do. So a little bit of flux, and If I add a little bit of solder here, that should move the pin across slightly. Right. I kind of want to move that other one, but it's secure. So maybe just leave that one just now. Right, let's check. I'm pretty confident that we're getting the 5 volts now. Yes, we are. If we flip it over, are we getting a blue light? We don't seem to be. Maybe more to it than just a bad solder joint. I thought that would have done the job. Oh no, the blue light is flashing. It's just you can't see it with the amount of light on. Hang on a wee second, switch these off. I'm going to have to switch them all off. Right, turn this ring light off. Why we went completely dark here. Just got a tiny bit of light on. You can see that flashing away there, a little blue light. It's so dull. But it is flashing, so that's definitely charging now. Right, so that's that one partially sorted. I do want to try and maybe anchor that a little better. I think if I can add a little bit of solder to the 4 outer legs, that should secure it a bit. Just turn the other iron on. That's a bigger tip. Be able to get a bit more heat into there. And add a touch more solder. Now I can maybe see what's wrong with the other one. The lead seems to be quite a tight fit, so I can only assume there's something wrong with the pin somewhere. Let's see if we can focus in on that a bit better. Well, that's the one that's working. Those pins look fine. Ah. Not sure how well you were picking that up on the camera, but the 2 outer pins, which are the ones that deliver the power, they look like they've got a little bit of corrosion, slightly tarnished. So that might be all it is with that one, because it does seem like a nice secure fit when you plug it in, but obviously nothing's getting through. So that one may just need a bit of a clean. Excuse the dirty fingernail. Right, that's that iron up to temperature. Right, a little bit of flux both sides out. Hopefully refocus. There we go. And a little bit of solder here. Hopefully we can get a little bit on these legs just to secure that. Not really getting any transfer here. Oh, I think that's maybe it now. Side, if I can get in without melting any plastic. Ideally don't want to have to take the board out. Yeah, that should be enough to secure it. Right, so I'm half out of that one. I'll just double check again. Yep, that's charging. Right. Okay, so what can we do with this? I think if I can get my little toothpick, I may be able to scrape away that corrosion. The thing is, we both use our chargers when we're out fishing. So it is in a outdoor and can be a sort of damp environment. It's no real surprise that these have gone like this. If I had a spare port, I would just replace it, but I don't have one. And we'll see if getting the toothbrush in with a bit of isopropyl alcohol will take off any debris here. Got very clean oil there. Plug this in and out, hopefully that will help clean those pins. Flip it over, have a little look. No, it's not made any difference. Not getting any blue light for that one. Try again. So I'll it the right way around. I thought that would have done it, but there's maybe an internal break that I can't see. Yeah, still slight bluish tinge to the one on this side. Try and come in at a different angle, maybe not being quite on it. Quite a sharp point on the multimeter probes. Maybe that'll do a better job. I think probably the easiest way, just plug it in, get the multimeter and see if we're actually getting any voltages and yeah, we're getting, it's showing 4.3. Is it charging? It is. That's it. That's that one charging now as well. Okay, if I turn that off. You see the light blinking away there? Just. Right. So that's that one. And all that corrosion, actually I'm going to check what the output ports are like. Yeah, maybe need a little bit of a cleaning there. Don't look too bad, none of them are green. So I think just a little scrub with the toothbrush should do the trick with them. Okay, right, let's get back onto the main camera. Right, getting back on the main cam, and I think that's pretty much that done. That was fairly easy. The battery, there's no swelling at all of this. To be fair, I've had mine a little bit longer than my mate had his, and mine's is still holding a charge fine and running well. So yeah, this one should be all good to go. So just a case of hopefully clipping this all back together. I think that's definitely the right way around, I think. May have to adjust some of the bits that are bent slightly. Let's get that apart. Some pieces have actually stayed in, they haven't come out when I've unclipped it. On both sides. That shouldn't stop the other ones going in. I think. I think this is going to take as much effort to get back together as it did to take apart. Make sure I'm actually the right way around. No, I don't think I was. I'll explain the struggle. There we go. Yeah, it's clipped in all the way around. Now we've got another quick check. Actually, push the button so the blue lights come on. Helps if you plug it in the right way. I think you might just be able to see that. The light flashing. That's that port. And this one. Yep, that's flashing as well. So that's that. And the question is, will it charge anything? There's not going to be much charge in that battery. I'm sure I measured it at about 3.7 when I checked it. So we may have to give this a little charge first. Oh no, there we go. Okay, so that port's working. That one's working. And that one's working. The grandkids. Right. Okay, so I'd say that's that back up and running. I'll just leave it on charge for a bit, so when he gets it back he'll be able to start using it. Plug that in, set it aside. 1 second, once I've finished up. Right, so that was fairly straightforward. Basically a bit of corrosion on one, and the other one had pushed in slightly, and one of the pins had become detached for the board. And that's basically that. That's it. Back up and running. Right, if you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more like it, then please subscribe to the channel, and if you click the bell notification icon, you'll be notified anytime I upload new content. Thanks for watching. Cheers.